So I think it was Sunday, I gave you guys kind of an intro to the new speckled king snake that I got at the Haverty Grace Reptile Expo. And that was Maria, and she may be a foot long and she's only a couple weeks old. But as I told you guys on that video, she is my second pet snake. I've currently had Geraldo for 14 years. I rescued him when he was just a baby. My cats were beating him up outside, and this is him now at 14 years old. And as you can see, he is an eastern black rat snake. You can always tell the difference with them and the black racers, because the rat snakes, they have more pattern on their stomachs. Also, they're a lot bigger and they're just built different. But, excuse me, they don't have that solid black pattern. Like racers have the solid black pattern on their back and then the solid white pattern on their stomach, where you can see he's still got that kind of black snake blotches going down with the mixture of the gray and the black. So here in Maryland, and also we're right on the Delaware, Pennsylvania line as well, literally in the most northeastern part of Maryland. These guys are the largest species of snake in this area. Now he's pretty tame because, one, he's my pet. He's only bit me a few times since I've been taking care of him all these years, and that was all just mistakes around food aggression. I was new to the game of caring for herps and stuff like that. So, you know, we all make mistakes. But even if he bit me now, I mean, I'd bleed and it would probably hurt a little bit, but there's no crushing power to the bite, so it's not anything too serious. So most of the people that will probably be watching this on YouTube are, you know, herpers anyway, or people that are interested in snakes, so you probably know all about the eastern black rat snake. But just some quick facts, other than them being the largest snake in this the mid-Atlantic area, they're also powerful constrictors, just like the Lamprepeltis species with you know, the eastern king snake and the eastern milk snake. They grab onto stuff and then they coil around it with these really strong coils, and they just close off their circulatory system, and the animal passes out almost instantly and then dies. And then they proceed to swallow it. And just like their name, rat snakes, yeah, they're mostly eating rats and mice. That's what they specialize in. That's why it's common to find them in these residential areas, on farms, because they'll take care of the rodent problem. But they will eat other stuff like skinks, frogs, small birds. They love bird eggs. They're very notorious for raiding bird boxes and bird nests and eating all the eggs. Very strong snakes, but like I said, they will strike if you approach them in the wild, but they do have pretty mild temperaments, you know, especially compared to their smaller cousin, the black racer. You pick them up and they'll probably bite you like 6 million times, where these guys, they'll probably strike once or twice just out of fear. But other than that, I mean, they're going to leave you alone after that, and you can probably still handle them. I mean, most of them are actually used to people, like I said, because they do so well in the residential areas. But these guys are definitely one of my favorite species. I mean, obviously I love the king snakes, but it's just hard to beat these guys because they really are man's best friend. I mean, they show up wherever the rodents are and they take care of the problem. Like I said, I've had him in November. It'll be 14 years. I was a junior in high school when I rescued him, and I'm 30 years old now. And he hasn't shown any signs of slowing down. You know, he still eats about, I think every 10 days I feed him a medium-sized rat. And, yeah, I like I said, he's a good pet, but I love viewing these guys in the wild too. They're just great. But that's all I got for now. I'll leave you with that. And hopefully I'll be able to post something live, or, well, not live, but something from out in the wild that I catch. Maybe it'll be one of these guys. We'll see. We'll see you next time. Say bye, Geraldo.